everybody, my name is May, and today I'm going to share with you the products that I use when I color my magnolia images. This is Flower Tilda from the Animals of the Year collection that was released a couple of months ago. And this is Sneaky Tilda, also from the same collection, and both of these images I've colored them with Distress ink reinkers. For those of you who are not familiar with Distress ink reinkers, it's the refill for your pad. You can also use the pad to color, but this is what I like to use. I like the refills or the reinkers. And what I do is I put them in this container. I really don't know what this name is, but hold on, let me zoom out. Okay. This is also from Ranger, I think, and it comes in 36 tubs. And I just drop like a few drops of the ink in each tub. I try to put it in alphabetical order, and I have all 36 inks here from the, I would say, from the original collection. And I don't know if you can see it, but I have the names of the ink right there. And I have all 36 of the original colors. And I also have another one for the 12, the seasonal colors that came out, I think 2 years ago, I'm not sure. But I hope the glare won't really... But I have all this, I have the 12 ones here, the other ones, the other puddles of water here are just mixture. I was trying to, experiment with the color combination and stuff. But anyway, that's what I do with my colors. And then I also use a certain brand of brushes. Okay, these are all the brushes that I use when I color my images. If you're wondering why there's washi tape here, I put washi tape on the ones that I'm using currently, because the ones that are still new are still, it has like this plastic tube cover. You can see it. And my brushes are from Hobby Lobby. The brand is, which is this, Master's Touch. And they're not expensive. They're very reasonable. And every 3 to 4 weeks they have like a sale for their brushes, and you can get it like 50% off. So most of these brushes are not even $6 a piece. So during the sale you can get it for like $3, which is really reasonable. And I have tried a couple brushes. This is actually a very good brush, the Grumbacher, but it's expensive, and it's not, I can't find it, here in Hobby Lobby or in Joann's or in some other stores that are close by. I can find it in Blick Art, but it's really pricey, so I tend to settle with something that is nice yet affordable. So if I have to toss them away, it's really not that, not big of a deal. Okay, now let's talk paper. Coloring with distress inks is just like watercoloring. So you would have to use watercolor paper. I think you can still use other papers, but so far working with coloring with the watercolor papers is the best. This is the Langton and from Daler and Rowney, and this is the extra smooth hot press, and so far this is the best watercolor paper that I've tried. A lot of my teammates in the Magnolia design team use this, so I tried it too. Unfortunately, I'm not using this one. First of all, it's not available here in the States. If it is, I just don't know where to get it, but I bought this off on eBay I think over a year ago, and I actually paid more for the shipping than the pad itself, so that was a bummer. And I've used 2 sheets. Just after I used 2 sheets of this pad, I just fell in love. It was so smooth. Colors just glide, and it's easy to blend. And because it was so far the best I've tried, I had to stop using it, because I know that as soon as I get to the end or the last sheet of the pad and I don't have a replacement, or I don't have a new one, I'm gonna go crazy. I mean, I'm gonna go bonkers just looking for another one if I get used to this. So before I get used to this, I had to stop. But I still have like I think I still have a few more over here, but I'm just, you know, keeping it for just to drool over, I would say. Anyway, but I found another one that's what I'm using now, that I can easily find if I run out, and it is the one from Arches. This is Aquarelle Arches by Arches, and this is hot press, also 140 pound, and this one comes in a block. It comes in a block. It comes thicker than this one. Obviously, I've used, you know, a couple sheets already. It's sealed in all 4 sides, and except for this part where you this is actually the only opening part where you can stick in a ruler, a craft knife, or something that you can just stick in there and, you know, run over the side so you can separate each sheet. It comes in 20 sheets, and I think it's about $23, I guess. But it comes in 20 sheets, which is really, really, you know, I think it's reasonable, and it's very smooth, and I love it. And I buy this from Blick Arts. There's a few locations that are close by, so that's really a good thing for me. And if they don't have this one, I get the ones that come in the 22 by 30 sheets. It comes in single sheets, and I think it's like $9, no, $7 or $8, I'm not sure. And it comes in a 22 by 30 inch. It's also hot press, 140 pound. And what I do is I just cut it in smaller pieces. I cut it in smaller pieces and just store it somewhere. And yeah, that's what I do. So far right now, this is what I'm using. This one and this one. Now let's talk ink pads. When you're watercoloring a stamped image, it is important that you use a waterproof ink pad for your stamps. There are different kinds of inks that are available, and one thing that I've noticed was the pigment inks I think they're generally oil-based, so as we know, oil and water don't mix, so that guarantees that your stamp image won't smear when it gets in contact with water. So that's what I use. I use pigment inks for my images. And these are 3 of my favorite ink pads. They're actually all from Ranger. They're the same color. I mean, these are all coffee, but this is, I think, one of the older ones. This came out a couple years ago, and this is what was available when I started stamping 3 years ago. So, and this is what they have now. All 3 are coffee, and but they have a different, you know, different shades in color. I think they have changed it all through the years. So for the coffee 1, it's the first one. The coffee 2, it's this one, and for the coffee 3, it's the new one. And as you can see, the shades have gone darker. But either of the 3, I still like them. And this is the 4th and 5th generation stamp. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, the 5th. And as you can see, I don't know if the camera can get it, but so far for the 3rd and the 4th, 4th, and even the 5th generation, there's really not much of a difference compared to the 1st generation. So I use either of these 3 when I stamp my images. Most of the time I use the 3rd generation. It's a little bit darker, but it's good because I can see it. I would love to use the 5th generation stamp, but it's just way too faint and I don't want to strain my eyes. So most of the time I just use the 3rd generation stamp. For example, here is an image that I stamped a couple days ago, and I started coloring it last night. And this is a 3rd generation stamp using this one, archival, the new one. So this is how I color her. Let me see if I can pick it up. So you can still see the lines, but they're just faint enough that can blend in with the color, and yet not so light that I can still see when I color it. So that's why I like the 3rd generation stamp. And that's how I color my images. That's all the products that I use when I color my Magnolia images. If you have any questions, if you have, any suggestions or any comments, please leave them below. Let me know what you think, and thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up to let me know that you like this video. And if I have time again in the future, I will probably show you how I color my images. That would be something that I would look forward to. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.